The next speaker is Mike Hunt.
What was the name?
Mr. Hunt.
Is there a Mr. Hunt who signed up to speak? Next public speaker.
For the record, I just have to say that's a bit ridiculous if there isn't someone with that name. We need to be serious here. Richard Noggin.
I'm sorry, Madam Clerk, it's fine if those are names that are clearly not professional to say. She said some of them are.
And this is not, this is the council meeting. We have issues with public speaking, but let's all just try to be professional and mature about this.
Now time for public comment. Members of the public who wish to address the city council or its committees must register before the meeting begins. A box will be placed at the entrance to the council chambers for collection of registrations. No additional speakers or slips will be accepted after the meeting begins. Members of the public shall have no more than 3 minutes per speaker during public comment, with only one speaking opportunity per speaker. I do want to remind everyone that we are under the disorderly person city code subsection 31-10, disorderly conduct, assault, and battery. First public speaker, Madam Clerk.
First speaker is R.L. Mitchell.
Hey, watch out, man. Don't be pushing me. Watch out. Nobody. Dang. What the? Hey, watch out. You know. Hello, City Hall. My name is R.L. Mitchell.
Councilwoman in the 3rd, 4th, and 7th Ward, I'm very disappointed in you today by not voting or not listening to the resolution to put Leon Alamine out. I will not call him a councilman. He does not deserve that respect. Councilwoman Johnson, I hope you do a good job. I wasn't here on Wednesday. In my opinion, I think you should take the roof and the siding and the windows and doors and run. I think you should speak before the felonies come against you and your son. I'd hate to see that happen. I've been in the court system before. I know how you can get tied up. And last thing, I brought you some M&Ms in case you need them. I'll just leave them up here. And last thing, I brought you some M&Ms in case you need them. I'll just leave them up here.
These peanuts here with me today. They should look familiar. LaShawn.
I'm speaking for the streets. I'm just so overwhelmed now with all these killings and these shootings out here.
Can you please pause our time? Mr. Wood, your phone is loud enough for us to hear up here, so we can't hear what she's saying. Can you please either stop at that or take it in the hallway? Go ahead. Can you start our time again?
Like I said, I'm talking for the streets. I'm overwhelmed. Everything that's going out in the streets, every time something happens, it's either somebody kid, I know somebody, one of my friends' grandkids, or somebody I know kids. Something needs to be done. I don't know what. I'm using my voice because I'm ready to do whatever it takes to get out here in the street with these kids. I'm willing to get out when they outside and going up on them, walking with them while they got their guns to talk to them. We need some help out here. I've been listening to everything y'all talking about, and y'all got so much money flowing through here to where I don't understand why are y'all not voting on something for these kids? Something that's gonna last 2 weeks, something indefinitely. These kids need a space to go to. It's a lot of kids. All the kids are not bad. Some of these kids in the street don't want to be in the street. Some of these kids getting bullied into the streets. And they need a safe place to come somewhere from school and do their work. They need somewhere to go to talk to people about all these killings, their brothers, their sisters, their friends, they seeing all of this. They need some help. Y'all got a lot of money going around here. Don't get me wrong for what I'm getting ready to say, because I'm glad for all of these grants and stuff y'all giving out here, but y'all just gave away $63,000. Y'all just gave, I'm happy for them, because I goes to Spuds. I don't freak with Wayne's, because that's a barbershop. Ace Hardware, I spend my money there too. Y'all could have took that $60,000 and opened up one of these. If y'all want to keep the money downtown, it's a lot of vacant buildings down here. Open up something down here for these kids to come down to be safe and have a safe place. They need people to talk to. They don't have nobody to talk to, none of that. But y'all got this money and y'all giving it out. Y'all giving it to people that have thriving businesses. Y'all could have did something for that money for them kids.
See, Judy, the problem that I have with you, you try to sound educated, but you're not. You're a QuickBooks accountant. You really don't know anything. Sending a letter to Deborah Greenspan isn't going to do anything. You can watch it every Wednesday when they have conferences. Nobody gets a dime until all the appeals are exhausted. Now, if you do call Deborah Greenspan down here, what you need to be asking her is, would y'all petition the federal government not to take people's money if they use Medicaid and Medicare? Because they're going to put a lien on the people's money. But skip that. You passed that ACO without having appropriations attached to it. What you need to be doing is getting the mayor who's standing with Gretchen Whitmer and telling them that they need to send money here to fix the Northwest Transmission Line, the Torrey Road, the water mains, and the remainder of the service lines that they said was complete. That's what you need to be petitioning.
Then the police, they asking for money, and my concern is, I personally have experience doing medical pickups for my son, and several medical pickups. Police do not call, you know what I'm saying? If you call them, they don't come out. So medical pickups, you know, you wait, maybe second shift come, then my son, he's gone. They want a raise. I've did a missing person over at the Flint Police Department. Guess what? He's not even listed. Facebook helped me find my son. Okay, the twins helped me find my son. But Flint Police don't do nothing. So when they say raise, I'm telling them this is what I have experienced dealing with this. So they want to raise for, like I say, for what? You know, like you say, more training or whatever. I done dealt with Flint Police. He works for Neely. That's who they work for. They work for Neely just like Judy worked for Neely, okay? Just like LaShawn, congratulations, she works for Neely. You know, Candace worked for Neely. You know, so Dale, Leon works for Neely.
We got lead in our veins and blood in the streets. And the chief over to the police department that's not policing. I'll also say, where's the outrage from the residents that's losing their children, their family loved ones? It's time to come out. I'd rather die for fighting for something that's right than just lay down and let them keep stealing the money, the $94.7 million that came here to help the residents, and they all siphon on off of it.
Before I run out of time, it's a jam by the OJs. It's called Got to Give the People. Got to give the people what they want. I don't know why motherfucker won't play now. It was just playing. But now all of a sudden it won't play. But anywho,
Mr. Thomas.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Yep.
You gotta excuse me. I'm real nervous up here right now. I ain't used to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not used to this. And like they say, I ain't no cursor, but I'm a cusser.
So I've been through the charter. I got 23 violations or 24 violations that I know of. I'm going to give these to Davina so she can hand them out. Unfortunately, nothing to really get done with it because we don't have an ethics and accountability board.
Flint residents of the 3rd, 4th, and 7th wards, your councilwomen just voted against the resolution for First Ward Councilman Leon Elliman to voluntarily step down because he beat up the mother of his child and is about to start his trial. He took her phone, choked her, and ripped some of her braids out. He is being charged with the felony of assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder, and a misdemeanor of domestic violence. If you live in the 3rd Ward, LaShawn Johnson is your councilwoman. She is currently under investigation by the state of Michigan for election fraud. If you live in the East Side, 4th Ward, Judy Priestley is your councilwoman, and she instantly tried to have that resolution struck down, but the attorney said they must do a roll call vote to do so. If you live in the College Cultural, 7th Ward, Candace Mushat is your councilwoman. She is one of 2 people at fault for a shitload of dollars worth of lawsuits from the city because of her behavior on the city council. Her father is a serial rapist. He pled no contest to 187 charges, including kidnapping, criminal sexual conduct, torture, and assault with a dangerous weapon, and is serving time. For her to not support a woman in an abusive situation is deplorable. I don't like bringing her father up because I don't believe a child has to carry the burden of their parents, but to not support women in your community who you want to have vote for you, who are being abused, is not okay. Leon is currently evicting this woman. He has violated his bond more than once, and the judge has given him his final warning to stop doing so or he would be punished. He also had previously taken a life insurance policy out on her that she didn't know about until after he beat her. He didn't even spell her name correctly. She tried to get a PPO on him years ago, and the courts denied her. Our system here is broken. 2nd Ward Councilwoman Liddell Lewis had Leon at her house when he had an active warrant out for him. Her neighbors called and turned him in, and they still didn't come get him. She's not being charged for anything for that. Please keep speaking out about this. This is who these councilwomen and the mayor want in this seat. And for Judy and LaShawn and Candace to sit up here and talk about a police raise, about violence in our city, you're okay with him being paid. That's wrong, and you know it. So for you to keep doing this and saying you care about violence is disgusting. I'm so sick of that behavior. Go ahead and give me a warning, Candace. Go ahead.
Your time is up. You no longer have the floor.
Go ahead. I don't care. I'm so sick of you sitting in that chair. I'm so sick of you sitting in that chair.
You no longer have the floor.
You are disgusting.
That is your second warning. You are removed from this meeting. You are removed from this meeting. Taylor Sampson is to be removed from this meeting. She's leaving.
I did hand out paperwork that showed that the laws in this state and the Deaf Persons Interpreter Act of Michigan, so it's not just an ADA Act, we have a strong law of our own. You are to provide sign language interpreters when you are asked. You have been asked in November of 2024 and you have not yet provided one. They can sue you. And I think you've had a lot of lawsuits and don't need no more. I would like to read from a citizen, a deaf citizen who says, I lived in Genesee County for 55 years and worked in Flint for almost 50 years. Nothing has changed for our deaf, hard of hearing, deafblind community residents and members who care about Flint's future. A shunned group who pays your city taxes, spends their money here, and sends their children to school in Flint are treated as invisible and not worthy to be a part of Flint. Not asking for more than others have, just communication access to know about the issues that may impact them. You don't want to provide qualified certified sign language interpreters in city meetings and other events, and that is just wrong. City folks cannot say they do not know when you have a proclamation that sign language interpreters are to be present at every meeting. There is no excuse for not providing your communication access for your deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind residents and interested stakeholders. My hopes for an inclusive community in Flint is fading. That's sad, y'all. Our people shouldn't feel like that. That is very, very sad. So please, call Communication Access Center. They are the agency in Flint. They will get you an interpreter. You can ask for an interpreter up to a year in advance if need be. It don't have to be last minute. So I've given you the paperwork. I've given you the information. They have to be certified at a certain level. I have that paperwork too. If you don't have it, Ms. Clerk, I am more than happy to give it to you so that you guys can have the rules and the laws that pertain so that City of Flint does not have to face another lawsuit. Ms. Davina, you could, the most important part, I did give you guys. The state of Michigan in 2016, we have no longer used the word hearing impaired. We use deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing. That's a state thing. So please, in your resolution, strike the hearing impaired and replace it with deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing. Please, and thank you all for your time.
And in this moment, I can speak a lot of other things, but in the words of my beloved colleague, the Reverend Devonte Powell, People's Church and myself, we need elevation over this hateration just for a moment. If you did not know, a gentleman who resides in our community threatened to bring an RA-15 into our church to kill me and my congregation. And I'm struggling because I'm having symptoms of PTSD. Because this person is in our community. We have not heard one thing from the police department. We have not heard one thing other than one sergeant. I do want to give shout outs to where shout outs. We have an amazing sergeant who did reach out to us. Liddell Lewis did reach out to me asking if there's anything that the city council can do. I'm not here to condemn anyone. I'm just saying, how close are we to Oxford? This was someone threatening, who knows where I live, by the way, who's threatening a church. And we have to use our own budget that's struggling to make sure I have a security officer here because my schedule's so routine. So we are having no help in this moment. And we don't want to blame. We just want to say, hey, we don't want this to happen to Rising Star. We don't want this to happen to another church. We don't want this to happen to another school. When something like this happens, there has to be a way where we can contact someone, where we can have a victim advocate, where we can have the chief of police, where we can have somebody that reaches out to us. We had to cancel service because we couldn't guarantee safety for our congregation. We didn't know until close to 10 o'clock that, we would have officers in the area. We need something. This is not a condemnation. This is not anything. We just need communication. And again, I'm asking, and I want to say thank you to the people of Flint who have reached out to us